Van Allen, who was a part of Surviving R. Kelly 1, and she talked about how there was this Surviving R. Kelly Part 2 and that they added non-credible people to be a part of this whole documentary. I'm going to give you guys a flashback of what she said, and then I'm going to show you this new R. Kelly, or not new R. Kelly victim, but this alleged R. Kelly victim who is now changing her story and is saying that Timothy Savage is behind her story change, and she's also talking about one of the other alleged R. Kelly victims. It's just a whole mess, and let's get into it. After I refresh your memory on what Lisa Van Allen had to say about this new docuseries that will be airing.
Speak on that, but I'm also not going to be on the new Lifetime show either. I don't know if you guys knew that.
You're not going to be part of it?
Oh, no.
Why not?
So they made a Surviving R. Kelly earlier this year. Then they made Surviving R. Kelly The Impact. She said that she doesn't believe that it's credible and she doesn't like the direction that it's going in because they have even added new random people.
Now, they're not doing that. They're being really messy. They're adding new people in there that aren't credible. And, you know, it's kind of going to be like a reality show. And I don't want to be a part of that.
Okay, so as you can see, Lisa Van Allen says she wants no parts because it's going to be really messy. It's like a reality show, and that they have now added these new non-credible alleged victims. They released a trailer for this documentary, and in the trailer, it shows that Angelo Clary is a part of the documentary. Timothy Savage is a part of the documentary. A lot of the people that was a part of the first documentary are a part of it. They have Geronda Pace, also a part of the documentary, saying that she was part of a suicide pact, and she's alleging that she was supposed to kill herself if anybody found out about it.
I was a part of a suicide pact. If he was to go to jail, I was supposed to kill myself.
Woo, child. It's a lot of crocodile tears, a lot of dramatics, and they even have Dominique Gardner speaking up for the very first time.
Dominique, are you ready?
So in this new one, they have Dominique Gardner talking. They have all of the parents talking. They even pulled Dame Dash up to talk, and I'm sure he's talking about the whole Aaliyah situation. They have Faith Rogers in there, who Timothy Savage said was a liar. And let's talk about that real quick. Earlier this year, there was a recording that was leaked, and it was of Timothy Savage saying that he had audio and video that Faith Rogers was lying, and he knew for a fact and he can prove it. Surviving R. Kelly was also called out by Timothy Savage, who Daytime Tea Time, she had this exclusive where it was him on recording saying that they knew for a fact that some people were lying, but it was too late for them to edit them out. Now, Timothy Savage is, he a whole mess, and he is also a questionable character as well, and I don't believe him to be, credible in a lot of instances. But when he says that some of these producers know that some of these women were lying, I believe it because it's just clear in how their stories often change. It's clear how they say one thing, then all of the people are at war, and then their stories just have changed out throughout the years. If you guys don't remember the exclusive that Daytime Tea Time had, I'm going to play a little bit of it right now, and then I'm going to share with you guys this other new victim who changed her story.
Next recording that you are about to hear, it's actually very short. It's about 1 minute long, and you are going to hear Timothy Savage make another very, very big allegation, which is that one of the executive producers from the Surviving R. Kelly documentary allegedly knew that people were lying, but allegedly chose to keep those people in the documentary because it allegedly cost too much money to edit them out.
After she said that, she went on to say that the executive producer that they were talking about was a woman by the name of Tamara. And she also talked about how I think she contacted somebody and, she got revealed that this woman was a part of the series and that, she was actually a producer on the show. And then in her video, she showed messages of her verifying the information. You guys definitely should check out her exclusive. It was back in January. But here is the audio of him talking about this producer, Tamara.
I don't know either.
But she called Tamara after I told her. I said, listen, the truth gonna come out, goddammit. You keep on fucking with my daughter, the truth is gonna come out. You leave her alone.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Back up. So Tamara knows already?
Yeah.
She know the truth?
Hell yeah. I told her.
So then I don't understand how they know all of the truth about these people, but they still allowing them to be a part of it.
Well, you know why? They had spent over $3, $4, $5 million, and it's too late to edit that shit and take them out.
That's some crazy shit. Now I can see y'all and y'all daughters, but if you know that, you know, these other girls are being dishonest, my thing is, what makes you think that it's not gonna come out later and then you're gonna look like a damn fool?
Exactly.
Okay, so as you can see, that is Timothy Savage saying that the producers are running women who they know are liars. And the woman that he was talking about in the majority of Daytime Tea Time exclusive was Faith Rogers. He was claiming how he had audio and video that proved that she was lying. She is one of the alleged R. Kelly victims that I guess it was said that she got contracted herpes from R. Kelly. And, you know, it was just a big old mess. She was also in the Surviving R. Kelly's docuseries. But according to the audio that was leaked, it was saying that, you know, he was going to put her on blast and he was going to blast her. And he was also saying how some of the people that were behind the documentary, the producers and stuff, they know that these women are lying, but they're still pushing it. And they did not edit them out because it would have cost too much money. Well, as you've seen in the previous clip, Lisa Van Allen, who was also an alleged victim, she's also making the same claims that they are adding people that are non-credible just to have this messy documentary. And I think that that is just a whole big old mess. Well, anyways, there is another woman who was said to have been an alleged victim. Now, this woman was not a part of the docuseries, and there is not really that much information out there about her aside from an exclusive that Tasha K had back in March that kind of let people know a little bit about this woman. So there's a woman by the name of Latoya, and she alleged that she had dealings with R. Kelly when she was 13. Thanks to my subscriber for reminding me about Tasha K's exclusive, because I have forgot all about her. I didn't really remember any details about her when I seen this new video of her saying that she lied on R. Kelly. But since I have now revisited Tasha K's video, I can kind of give you guys a little bit of a synopsis of her previous claims, because when I seen her now coming forward to say that she was lying, and she even ironically now she's saying that Timothy Savage is one of the people who put her up on the lies, I was like, you know, I remember her being a part of a book, but I don't really remember, you know, all of the details about her. And then my subscriber was like, no, Tasha K had this exclusive and she said yada yada yada. So I'm gonna tell you guys a piece of the breakdown that Tasha K did. I'll even include a little bitty small clip, and then I'm going to show you now how this woman is changing her story. So anyways, so Tasha K had talked about this woman who she claimed allegedly she had dealings with R. Kelly at the age of 13. This was in Tasha K's exclusive on Jay-Z, because this woman also alleged that she gave Jay-Z oral when she was 15 years old. And this was all per Tasha K's exclusive and information that she gave. And the woman was working with Gloria Allred, and you know, she was coming up with, you know, these new charges, and she was trying to bring against, you know, charges against R. Kelly. And Tasha K was saying how the girl's story kept changing and how she felt like the girl was talking bullshit. She was like, you know, she said one thing in the book, and then after that she changed her story. I'm going to show you guys a little piece of Tasha K's clip, and then I'm going to show you how Tasha K was actually right, because now the girl is in fact saying that she was lying.
Latoya Middleton claims that she allegedly met R. Kelly at 13 years old, okay? So this was back, I believe, in 2001, as she stated. During the summer, she said that R. Kelly and Jay-Z were both working on the Best of Both Worlds album that actually dropped in 2002 of March.
Okay, so after that, Tasha K says that the girl allegedly met R. Kelly at an R. Kelly concert when she was 13. She says that at that time she went to an after party, and at the after party that is where she exchanged numbers allegedly with him. Tasha K was like, I don't understand how she exchanged numbers with him at 13, how she was at this after party, yada 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 yada. I'm not gonna show her whole video. You guys have to watch her whole video to see it in full. I'm just kind of trying to, you know, put a little bit of the pieces in place so that you understand a little bit more when I show you guys this other girl. But she also goes on to say this.
Okay, I have questions, and that's why I'm blasting her ass. Now, hopefully she'll come out and tell another blogger the truth.
Okay, so after Tasha K said that she had questions as to the girl's story and credibility, she goes on to say that the girl alleged that R. Kelly took her virginity, that, you know, that I guess he allegedly gave her pills, that they would have these long sex sessions, and I guess the sessions would go on for so long that they would go like all night to the next day and all kind of crap like that. And I guess that he said that he was worried that anybody would find out her age, yada yada. I guess there was then, fast forward, a studio session. All of this is per Tasha K's exclusive. This is information that she's saying. I really don't know, but this is what she says that the girl said. So this is how the best way I could paint the picture as to what I'm going to show you next. But anyways, so she said that there was a studio session with Jay-Z allegedly, and at the studio session, she was there with R. Kelly, in that I guess she had went to go get some food, came back, and then I guess she allegedly serviced Jay-Z, according to her.
She says after that initial first meeting, there was another meeting, and she allegedly pleasured Jay-Z in the dressing room at 15 years old by giving him oral sex.
It's just a whole big old mess. In a nutshell, Tasha K didn't believe her, but she went on to paint the full picture of what the girl alleged, and then she was saying how she felt like it was a money grab. She talked about how the girl was making claims that, you know, there was this incident where like R. Kelly was violent with her, and she talked about how there was also this other incident where it seemed like, you know, it was a, you know, taking of the vajayjay type of situation. And then she went on to explain a whole thing. You guys have to watch Tasha K's video in order to get all the full details, but I just wanted to give you guys enough so that you kind of understood when I show you this next clip where she's now saying that she's lying. And back then, Tasha K felt like she was lying, and she explained how people were mad at her for dragging the girl, but how she was adamant in feeling like it was just a money grab.
This story contradicts her entire book, Surviving Daddy, and that's why I cussed her ass out on social media. So I just don't have time for these check victims, and I think the only reason Jay-Z was probably brought up into this was because there is a potential check.
Being that the girl had then contacted Gloria Allred and how she was her attorney, When I show you guys the video of what the girl is now saying, she's going to talk about how she was dropped as a client from Gloria Allred, and, you know, it's just all of that. But I had to show you guys a little bit of this so that you can kind of somewhat understand what she says next, because I was confused. So I try to help y'all not be as confused, even though you might still be confused. It's just a whole mess. But anyway, so this is the new video of the girl on what she is saying now that she's saying that she lied. She's ready to say that she lied, and she's coming forward, and she's saying that Timothy Savage is behind her lies. And she's also saying that Lizette Martinez, who is, I think she's Mexican, Hawaiian, I don't really know her race, but she was on Surviving R. Kelly, and I believe that she had like a $50,000 payment, or she was trying to get $50,000 from R. Kelly. I don't know. It's so confusing with all of these stories to try to keep track of them. But she was saying that they were all in cahoots on a lie. Here is what she had to say current day. Okay, here it goes.
Now let's talk about it. Since I'm such a liar, let me say yes, I did lie to you, Kelly Rogers, and I did lie to you too, Lizette, because at that time, information about me was being leaked to too many different people. Information that I confided in y'all bitches about. But y'all ran y'all mouth because that's all y'all want is opportunity and a fucking check. Okay? I mean, I know, Kelly, you're going to say, I don't have to do it. I am well endowed. Well, praise ye, whatever. Go for you. But Lizette, we know better. Anywho, so yeah, I lied to y'all. More so just ran with what Lizette was saying, because Lizette, you don't understand the majority of the shit that you're saying that I'm lying about is shit that you have actually put on me. You want to talk about it? Because I could have sworn even with the whole book conversation, you're the one that said, Latoya, I know you wrote the book, and I had yet to even come out of my mouth and say anything. But you tried to reassure because you wanted that truth. Now let's talk about it. Let me be more specific about exactly what I lied about. I lied and carried on this thing of the abduction. Okay? I did that. I did. Yes, I was in Chicago. I flew into Atlanta, got into Chicago. I had some business to tend to. I told Lizette, hey, don't worry. I am in Chicago. She went in a total fucking frantic, in a total fucking freak. Why are you in Chicago? Why are you in Chicago? Oh my God, did you go see Robert? All this bullshit. Like, yo, I just said I was here. Like, yo, you ain't my fucking mother for me to explain myself to you. I just didn't want you to worry because I'm not going straight home. That was the thing. But she decided that oh my God, I'm going to tell Gloria, I'm going to tell Kelly and all this other shit. I'm like, all right. But then I was talking to the team of people I was with, and it was like, yo, let me see which one of these motherfuckers really running my shit. Let me be more. Was it childish? Yes. Was it immature? Yes. Was it a dumb thing to do? Yes. I admit it. But I had the greatest intentions on my own selfish reasons on why I allowed the abduction thing to be said. Did I think that it would come back and bite and chew because I didn't think the motherfuckers was that petty? I admit I didn't. But there it is. There is the truth behind the shit. Okay? Okay? Alright. So, now that we got my lie out the way, it feels so good to be free. Y'all ready to free yourselves about all the shit y'all lying about? Was it challenging? In this whole situation, we've all lied amongst each other. I personally would stand and say, yes, I did it because I was trying to protect myself. Because I went in with a pure heart and y'all motherfuckers was foul as fuck. Period. And y'all know that y'all was foul, but y'all got this victim thing so fucking well played. Fucking the Grammy fucking. Please, I hope y'all get Grammys next. Because y'all fucking foul. And if you, Lizette, yourself, you ill will spoke upon my life, saying that you was gonna go to your Oshun and your Oya and all this stuff, but you on social media, I can't even afford a burger. Girl, if you don't go sit your ass the fuck down. But you want to sit here and have time to fucking talk to me when you need to go find fucking employment? You need to go get you a resume, a life? But you want to sit there and talk shit about me? Bitch, I'm Gooch. What's up? Can we talk about it? Let's talk about it since we over there talking to Zed. Oh my God, the hot topic of the day, girl. Like, I like you. Rest it. Anywho, so the next order of business basically was said by Lizette, and I heard it for myself, so it ain't no near say, she say, bullshit, say. Anywho, sis was saying that Gloria R. Red dropped me as a client because she found out that I was lying. Now, my question is this. Where did you get that information from? Because the Gloria R. Red that I know is very professional. And to the utmost, she respects her clients' privacies, and she would never disclose, even if she dropped me as a client, which she did not. So where are you getting information from? Because I don't talk to you and I never said that. So between me and my attorney, would we have this business to represent between us? How did you get some information like that, sis? You want to talk about it? Because now it's time to address the issues, like the lies that you are lying about. And why? Can we talk? So the next part is, it was said that, let me quote this correctly. The reason why Tim Savage showed his ass on national TV was because I had him so paranoid, so petrified, so bothered by the safety and the security of his own child, that he had to go on national TV and act a spam fucking fool because he was emotional as a father. Right. But the last time I recalled, these people been at this since like 2016, maybe before. I'm not sure. I don't know. It ain't my story to tell. I really don't give a fuck. But how, when you've already been doing dumb shit, is it my responsibility? So the next part is, I am done with this rant. I feel like I've already wasted my whole morning just even being bothered by this, because I really do not understand what am I doing to these people. Is it because I'm smiling? Is it because my birthday? Is it because the book? Like, I had, like, dude, you guys are basically just rerunning the shit that y'all already tried to attack me about before. Like, they heard y'all already. Y'all think I'm a fucking liar. If y'all think I'm a fucking liar, then go about y'all business and tell y'all truth. Like, it's so fucking sad. Like, yo, y'all hungry or something? Like, I'll cook for y'all motherfuckers. We can all sit down and have a conversation. Like, y'all gotta grow up in some... Okay, obviously, I'm gonna have to go and redo this whole vant thing again, because I'm being misunderstood very greatly. I was open and honest admitting a lie that I participated as a whole, as the whole situation. Okay, obviously... Okay, obviously, I'm gonna have to go and redo this whole vant thing again, because I'm being misunderstood very greatly. I was open and honest admitting a lie that I participated in, not in general as a whole, as the whole situation. So I will speak on that later. I will also speak about how the fuck am I responsible for the savages going all out to the world talking all this shit and shit about their daughter and shit, but to y'all motherfuckers, I see why y'all daughter don't want to fuck with y'all. I understand why the fuck she don't want to come home, because y'all ain't shit. Yeah, I said it. Y'all not shit to sit there and say, I'm the reason why y'all think y'all daughter was in the cult. I'm the reason why y'all feel y'all daughter was feeling some type of fucking way when I just got in the picture in 2019, but y'all been doing this shit for years. Stop fucking lying. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Stop trying to make an innocent motherfucking bystander individual take responsibility for all y'all dumb fucking mistakes and shit, because shit's starting to get real. Okay, obviously, I'm gonna have to go. Irritated. Hurt. Those are all understatements to how I feel right now, and I'm gonna be real. Like, this ain't no fake shit, this ain't no acting, this ain't no lights, camera shit, none. To think that a group of people, it's already obvious y'all don't give a fuck about nobody, not even your own, because y'all doing shit just to be relevant. I see it, and those people that actually have eyes to see and ears to hear, they see what the fuck is taking place. But I'll be damned if the world looks at me, that don't even know me, my heart, my character, sit there and believe y'all fools to think that I came to y'all and said that y'all daughter was in a cult, she was being abused, and the reason why y'all carried that out to the world was because of me? Because I wanted to be famous? Fuck the... More money, more problems, bitch. Now, I never told these people that their daughter was in a cult. I never told them that they should fear for life. When they presented things that were happening to their daughter to me, I said, I don't remember that being Robert's character. Was he the perfect man? No, he was not. But to sit there and say that you had to stomp on the floor 3 times, go pee, and all this bullshit, I told them that that to me was a bunch of bullshit. But they convinced, and they had all the shit that they showed me on FaceTime. And I was sitting there really convinced and believing, like, wow, maybe this shit might be like, wow, I haven't been following it. So it's not like I was sitting there up to date like most people are. So when people come to you and it's like they're showing their heart as parents, and as a parent, it hit me to where it's like, damn, what can I do to help you get your daughter? That was the conversation. Now, as a parent, because I truly care for mine, and I kill a motherfucker over mine, and then have my mugshot say, yes, I did it. I would not believe as a parent that other parents will go out there for 15 minutes to do something for their own selfish gain. That was not my first thought about these people. Keyword, my first thought. So, now that I am an adult and I look at situations differently, It wasn't the fact that I wanted Robert to go to jail. It wasn't the fact that I was trying to get him prosecuted, because I personally have not pressed charges. I never wanted to. I was told to do it, but I chose not to. It's my choice, as it was my choice to fuck when I wanted to fuck, suck when I wanted to suck, etc. It's my choice, and I made them. So with these parents, with those parents, I personally never disrespected these people or came to them disrespectful or went off on them, cussed them, none of that. I didn't question them or made them feel any discomfort when they did speak to me, but we did not build a relationship. We did not have this thing where I will call and none of that. Okay? Now, the Savage Lady is the one that introduced me to Lizette, per se. She basically said that she wanted me to speak with Lizette, and basically, was it okay for Lizette to have my number? Now, the person that she was describing to me, because I did not see the documentary and shit, like, at this time, she's actually the reason why I watched it. So, when she was describing how Lizette looked, I said, well, I have a photo. I don't know if it's her. I didn't insinuate that, so I was asking a question. She said she didn't know, and that was that. So, as to my knowledge, she gave my number to Lizette. And basically, she texted me a few days later, I guess, and the conversation was, did Lizette make contact with you? I said, I don't know. Personally, I do not answer phone numbers that are not saved in my phone as a contact. That's just me. And so she called Lizette on three-way. As we're speaking, Lizette basically texts my phone and tell me, don't trust the Savage. She'll tell me later, we'll talk later. I say okay. So, of course, being new to the situation, I felt some type of way, because I'm like, what's going on? Like, that's just something that you just don't throw out there and not tell the motherfucker what you're talking about. So I kind of did want to rush the conversation just to see what she had to say, and I did. Kind of. But from there, Lizette and I began, I guess, a friendship. Like, we spoke every fucking day, and I trusted her. Like, I really did. I really did. So Lizette and I did have an opportunity to speak, where she did give me her reasons on why the Savages were not to be trusted. Am I the type of person that judge people based off other people? I am not. But Lizette has this personality where she comes off as being innocent and sometimes even naive and gullible at points. It's just, she's very, I don't know, it's kind of like childlike behavior, and I'm a very motherly, nurturing person, so automatically I clung and I wanted to care for her, and I believed in her and trusted her, so I wanted to just be like supportive of her. It wasn't the fact that I was trying to cling on her, stalk her, none of that shit. No, I was introduced to you. I cared for you based off things that you've confided in me with and shared with me, so of course, because I'm genuine in heart, I expressed that. But her mental capacity wasn't where mine was. She really did the shit that she did, being vindictive. So, purity, I allowed, can't even say girl name, chick, I allowed her close to me. I'm a kind of an introvert person. Like, I'm a sociable, antisocial. Like, I keep to myself. I don't let people close to me, whatever. So, when it came down to her, it was more so of a common thing I felt that we shared. Like, how she and I spoke, what y'all in the world see of how she feel about Robert was not what I received. It's not the same. When she spoke to me, when we would text, when we would talk, when she would cry and I would listen, it wasn't the fact that he was a monster and she felt like her life was ruined by him and all of this shit, that she was terrified, petrified. No. Her reason for getting involved with this was because she felt that she had something to gain. Period. But she overwhelms herself, because reality, Lizette ain't a freaking bad person. She's just trying to be a badass. Purity. The dynamics of Lizette in my relationship is, I felt like I was encouraging her. At least that's what my heart felt. Like, she would be overwhelmed and, stressed out. I had not yet been thrown into the lion's den to, understand where the mental was at. So I would be like, yo, just breathe. You got this. Be strong. Like, we will call each other sisters, say that we love each other, and just, it was everything. Like, she seemed like she believed in me and I believed in her, and she was like, yo, let's do a book together. And it had nothing to do with Rob or any of the situation, but I felt like, yeah, that's a distraction. Cool beans, let's do it. So we would go back and forth with ideas, and she's the one presented that I come see her. It wasn't me stalking her or doing nothing like out of character and crazy. The stalking ain't nowhere in my DNA. The stalking ain't nowhere in my DNA. But when it comes down to like when she got sick, I honestly thought the girl lived in Atlanta. So I would be like, yo, Atlanta's not far from it. If you're in the hospital by yourself, as a friend, I ain't gonna have my friend laying up in the hospital by her fucking self. And she's like, no, I'll be getting that sued. We're gonna meet up in LA. Okay, that's fine. So I still checked on her, whatever. But here it is, a week later, she's in the hospital again. This motherfucker lied to me, which I later found out, that she actually been in LA the whole fucking time. So if you didn't trust me with your location, like, I ain't trying to stalk and I get you trying to protect yourself and shit, which she later on explained. So it was like, okay, cool, I get it, but wow. I legit was by your side, man, and I cannot express that shit enough. I stopped my grand opening for my fucking restaurant to be by your side. Come on, is that not a sacrifice? Fucking ain't sacrifice that I made because I care for this girl. I put my business that actually pays me on hold to show compassion for another individual that all along, which I later found out, was plotting against me. I moved in purity. And even from the beginning, she has been plotting on me. And I have the proof that these people provided for me that she never had me to care about in her heart. I gave this girl money that she claimed she paid me back for. Girl, no, you did not. You put half of my money in my hand. We went to the dispensary and you basically, hey, I don't have no extra money. Can I use that money? And I'll just give it back to you again, which I never got again back. Stop lying. But anyway, I'm bothered more in this situation by Lizette's actions than anybody else's. Because I cared for her. Because it's like, she doesn't care the fact that she messed up a friendship from someone that truly had her back. I don't see none of them motherfuckers you clinging to doing shit for you in your situation right now. Let's just be honest. I welcomed you to live with me in the house that I already paid for, boo. So don't sit there with all this, oh, she broke, and listen, I ain't struggling for shit. Alright? So don't come at me flexing on that. When you yourself, you needed this opportunity. Let's just be honest. You out of your mouth said you thought it would have been a greater payout for you to participate in the situation. Did I want to take this here? No, I did not. But I'll be damn, girl. I'll be damn if you try to play me like I'm a stalker when we was like this, sis. I'll be damn. Regardless of purities and all the transactions of her contradicting heart. Yeah, Lizette was the one that gave me contact to Gloria. But any type of business thing, it had nothing to do with her. She did not go with me to any other office places. She never went anywhere legally with my legal business with me. Lizette was in the hospital. I was in LA for 1 week and 1 day. I stayed in a hotel for 5 days. No, I lied. 6 days. I stayed in for 6 days because I was taking care of things with my attorney. Okay? And then Lizette said, well, I didn't get to spend time with you. I'm finally at the hospital. I stayed longer than what I intended to stay because I was being a friend. And I was like, well, you know what? Yeah, we can kick it. So, yes, I did stay at her little place. It was for about 2 days. And she wasn't there. I was there with her kid. And bam. So, me stalking you, but I stayed in your house with your child. Oh, regardless. Go ahead and push pause on that other shit and let me go ahead and get the Clarys out the way. I have nothing negative to say about them. I have nothing negative to say about the missus because I personally never spoke with her. We've never exchanged words. I've never reached out or nothing, none of that. As far as Mr. Clary is concerned, we've only exchanged words once and it was nothing negative. He was the most respectful king, and I'm going to call it as such, that I had the opportunity in this whole situation to interact with. out of the families and some people that I may or may not have spoken to, I would say he was very respectful. He was very humble, and I appreciate that. I don't know if he's talking shit about me. I don't know if she's talking shit about me. I haven't heard anything, so as it stands, respect. Go ahead. Oh, regardless, as to my knowledge,
At this point, if you were gullible before and you believed the mess before, hey, that's on you. If you still believe a lot of the mess, hey, that's still on you. But at this point, people with common sense, anybody who was born with a lick an ounce of common sense, it is clear this whole situation is being dragged out. I feel like it's a money grab on a lot of people involved. Tim Savage is saying that, you know, like I said in the beginning, how he felt like the people of the R. Kelly docuseries knew that people were liars. He called out Faith Rogers for lying. He knows that the documentary isn't all the way credible, but yet there is a part two. He wants to be a part of it. All of the alleged victims, well, not all of them, but a lot of the people from before were now a part of this part two. And now you have this woman who was not part of the docuseries, but now she's saying that she lied, and she's calling out Lizette, who was a part and is a part of part one and part two. And at this point, it's abundantly clear, or it should be abundantly clear, that it's being dragged. A lot of people are out for money. Lifetime is out for money. I feel like Lifetime is dragging this because they talked about in their trailer how many people viewed it, how much people talked about it, how the ratings were. Ratings equate to dollar signs. Views equate to dollar signs. It's about money at the end of the day, and I feel like they are purposely trying to taint a jury pool. I feel like they are playing on the gullible public opinion to sway them in a way. And again, that is not to say R. Kelly is innocent as far as dealing with girls in the past that were underage, but these grown women who have been admittedly liars, shown that they were liars, caught in many lies, I feel like these women, throw them all away. Throw them all away. Throw away a lot of this BS that is being dragged, because at this point, it's just going overboard. At this point, I can't take it no more. But I want to know what you guys think about it. What do you guys think about this part two of Surviving R. Kelly? And what do you guys think about the woman who said that she lied and now she's calling out people? Let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. At this point, it's to the point where they're dragging it so much that people who even want R. Kelly behind bars are sick and tired of it. And at that point, you're doing a very bad service to your cause, because the cause is to sway the public. But if you end up annoying the public and pushing it, dragging it, and you have several of the people who want R. Kelly in jail tired of it, it's just like, it looks like it's backfired, and it's too much, and it's overwhelming. And I'm probably not even going to cover R. Kelly for a while, because I'm just sick of all of it. It's lies on top of lies. It's dragged on top of dragged on top of dragged. And it's so many instances that, you know, it's just beyond belief. I don't even know. I don't have words. But that's all for this video. Let me know what you think down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button right now.